Nữa nhá.
Hi everyone, I'm Lily. I'm 7. Today I'm going to read a story. The title of this story is Peter Pan 1. Wendy goes to Neverland. Wendy woke up when she heard the door to her dresser slam shut. She opened her eyes and saw a funny little boy sitting on the floor of her bedroom. A fairy sat on his shoulder. I lost my shadow, the boy said. He held out his shadow in a bar of soap. Can you help me? It won't stay on. Wendy hopped out of bed. Well, you can stick it on with that. Soap is slippery. She got glue from her desk and gave it to the little boy. He spread some glue on his shadow and stuck it to his body. Perfect, thanks. My name is Peter Pan, he said, and this is my fairy, Tinkerbell. Wendy introduced herself too. You know, Wendy, you could use someone like you back where I live, Peter said. You should come with me to Neverland. Neverland? I have never heard of a place called Neverland, Wendy said. How do we get there? Like this, Peter said. He sprinkled her with fairy dust. Wendy rolled into the air. Peter pulled her out of the window and over the city. Wendy and Peter Tinkerbell flew across London, then over the rest of England. Finally, the ocean was the only thing below them. A small speck on the water grew into an island. Neverland! Peter cheered. They soared towards it. Wendy heard yelling in the forest. Peter flew right at it. A group of boys were fighting with a gang of burly pirates. My friends are battling Captain Hook and his crew, Peter said. Peter drew his sword and flew into the fire. They heard a tick-tock sound. It grew louder and louder. A big crocodile emerged from the fire. The pirate turned and ran. This isn't over, Peter Pan, Captain Hook cried as he ran off with his crew. Peter and his friend had won. With the pirate defeated, Peter and the lost boy took Wendy home. Took Wendy to their home. The crocodile ate Hook's hand in a fight, Peter explained to Wendy as they walked. Now the croc wants to eat the rest of him. Hook faded a clock so he could hear the beast coming. Do you fight pirates often? Wendy asked. Of course, Peter said. The pirates are always on us trail. We discover at least once a day. If not for Peter, said one lost boy, the pirate would have made us walk the plank a long, long time ago. The other boys cheered and wrestled with each other as they entered the underground cave. Inside there was one big bed. Peter had a stump for a chair. He kept his favorite cup. Peter sat on the stump. Tinkerbell was in her bed among the roots on the roof of the cave. After a long day of fighting, Pirate Wendy kissed the boy's wounds. She gave them medicine and took them to bed. "You should be a mother," one of the boys said. Wendy agreed to stay in Neverland. It was a good idea too, because Peter and his friend were always getting into trouble. Peter and the lost boy took Wendy to meet the mermaids. In the lagoon, the mermaid batted bubbles with their tail. The boy ran to catch the bubbles and toss them around. With Tinkerbell fairy dust, Wendy and Peter flew around Neverland all day. And each night, Wendy would tell the boys a story. She would kiss their wounds and tuck them into bed. The boys and Peter had grown to love Wendy like a real mother. For a long time, Wendy had fun pretending to be their mothers, but she started to miss having a mother of her own. "I want to go home," she told Tinkerbell one day. Wendy told the boy they could all come with her to London. The boy loved that idea, but not Peter Pan. He did not want to leave Neverland. "I'm fine alone," Peter said. He sat on his stump throne, drinking from his favorite cup. He didn't want them to know, but he was sad that his friends were leaving. Each boy said goodbye. Then they climbed out of the underground house. They did not know that Captain Hook and his crew were waiting for them. Without Peter, the boy didn't stand a chance. The pirate tied up Wendy and the boys and took them to the ship. Hook stays behind. Hook planned to take care of Peter Pan once and for all. He snuck into the underground house where Peter was asleep. Tinkerbell hid in her small bed. She watched as Hook poured poison into Peter's favorite cup. The door banged shut as Hook left. It woke up Peter. Peter reached for a drink of water. Before he could take a sip, Tinkerbell flew down. She knocked the cup from Peter's hand. She told Peter how Hook and his pirates have captured the boy. "We have to save them," Peter said. Peter was not sure how he would beat Captain Hook and the pirate on his own, but he knew he had to try. The end. Thank you for listening.